Good day, welcome to my channel. This is Song Meanings, according to fans. Today's topic is Good Riddance, Time of Your Life by Green Day.
So make the best of this task and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned.
To me, it has no specific happening, like breaking up, or graduating, or whatever, but when I hear it, my feeling is that it points out how cruel life can be, and just do things with us we didn't want to, didn't ask for, and are not happy with at all to happen. But we can't choose how our life goes. Yeah, of course we can influence it, but I mean, the part that we can't influence, we just see it happen, and we have to accept it. So instead of wasting our time with wondering why on earth those bad things had to happen to us, or by complaining ourselves, we just have to accept it and try to make the best of our lives. Don't let it destroy by the bad things that happens. We should keep the good things with us, and don't forget them. Remember that those worthful memories are what make life worth living. Doesn't matter how it goes, or how it ends, we, ourselves, choose on what to put the emphasis. And this lyrics say, put the nice, good memories on the first place. They give you the energy and courage to live on. That's what I feel, and it's a support to me, even though it has a very bitter undertone, and it says very well how hard and how raw life can be. It gives me a positive message. The song projects the cycles of life and how they tend to repeat themselves based off our perceptions and experiences. It sends the message that we can choose to identify life essentially as good or bad, and that mindset might be the only control we have. The rest is predetermined, and at that end of our journey, we'll understand why. More specifically, how life can teach us, if we allow it to, and are paying attention, and to try not to figure everything out. It's good to have a self-awareness and understanding of our surroundings, but it can paralyze us if we delve too deep and not take things as they come. If the song encapsulates what the writer directly went through, the band does a tremendous job of expressing satire through a sarcastic, melancholy tone, with a result of optimism. Sounds like the writer, singer, may have experienced some trying times, but chose to accept and see through them in a positive light. I think this is not only intended for a romantic relationship, but for life in general. It says to cherish the best moments, but expel and learn from the tough ones. The irony of the song is that the person was once who he's encouraging everyone not to be like. He lived, he learned. The real name for this song is called Good Riddance, by the way. I love this song. It's about how time passes, and how you have to let go of the past. Everybody is saying, this song is just okay. I disagree. There's so much meaning packed into the few lines of this song, it takes my breath away reading the lyrics. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. That's my favorite part of the whole song. You don't ask what to do, because there's no words for how the lessons learned goes. That's so hard to explain. I'm no good at putting meanings into words. I just like to what they mean in the back of my head, if that makes sense at all, lol. I love how the structure is different. It makes you pay more attention to the words, and not so much on the music, which is what Green Day intended for this particular song, because they really want to get the message from this song across. It's easy not to like this song, because of how different it is, and you might think it's a mistake, but not that. It was intended, so you pay attention to the words. Love to you. I thought it was about to break up, or something at the start, but I realized it's more about letting go of things in general. You may not always think what happened is a good thing, but time will show you. You can see the bad things that happen to you now as the best things later on in life, so keep going. To start my interpretation, I find the opposite moods in the alternate titles of this song interesting, because its lyrics can be read and understood either both ways. The song can be seen as referring to a relationship that has ended, either badly, hence good riddance, or, in a lighter tone, time of your life. The song begins with another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. Aside from the relationship standpoint of the song, I believe that many parts refer to how much of the things we do in life is all a part of our routine, day in and day out. The personification of time taking you by the hand and showing you what to do alludes to the schedule or tasks we repeat. The next part, so make the best of this test, and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time, says that we should just go along with this common routine of ours, because it tests us. It is a lesson that we won't learn in a day, but something we'll come to understand as our days count by. The second verse starts as, so take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hang it on a shelf, in good health and good time. Back to the relationship standpoint, it refers to how you should take your memories of years past and keep them as reminders. If relating back to the first verse, these memories may teach lessons. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial is probably the phrase that I least understand. If I think about it, the memories are the ones tattooed to your thoughts, and what you'll always remember, whether good or bad. The dead skin is memories that have flaked away and are less important. Finally, this verse is wrapped up with, for what it's worth, it was worth all the while, which ties up the person's good, bad thoughts of these memories. Lastly, the song's chorus, it's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life, refers to how life can be a confusing and unpredictable thing, but is always right, in the sense where what happens is always real. And about relationships, I hope you had the time of your life. Not only does the song tell of relationships and your differing thoughts on them, but I believe it also says to do something for yourself, and don't just let time do it for you. My thoughts. I can see this as a relationship song, more like a song written about all the people in your life. Those who have come and gone, those who have come and will gone, those who are here to stay, and those you haven't met yet. I'm an older guy who went through a confusing and heart-wrenching breakup with someone months ago and had still been struggling with the whole situation. This song brings to light the way I should have felt long ago. Let it the hell go. Hang them on a shelf, in good health and good time. The ambiguous double title, both parts, have powerful meanings for me, should for all of us. Although I originally looked at it as being simply about relationships, it can be applied to all parts of life, that which we have no control over. Great song. Great video too. The blank look on the subject's faces speak volumes, well conceived and filmed. I hope you had the time of your life. This song is about the importance of enjoying every moment of your life. You can't control life, what will happen, good or bad. You have also to make decisions without fully knowing what the consequences will be. But all these situations are part of being alive. And being alive, or not, can change in the blink of an eye. So appreciate everything you have, take all those experiences, and make them worth, even when they are apparently bad. Understanding life and the purpose of our existence is something beyond our human comprehension, so make your best and enjoy the ride. About looking back on your life and how you spent it. Billy wrote this song while breaking up with his girlfriend because she was moving away. The message is that, even though a failed relationship may seem like a waste of time, it isn't, because you still had fun and gained experience about life. This is best demonstrated by the line, for what it's worth, it was worth all the while. Probably my favorite Green Day song. Reminds me of a breakup. Something I just went through. Especially this part. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. The breakup was unpredictable, but in the end it's right, because it wasn't going anywhere, and when I was in the relationship, I had having the time of my life. But things change, and you have to move on. This song makes me feel unbelievably happy. Odd, yes, but the title is Good Riddance, getting rid of the bad stuff. leaving all the bad stuff behind while starting all over again. Yes, you are leaving behind memories that were good, but you get to start all over again. I don't know if I expressed this right. It doesn't sound too beautiful, but it's how I feel. This song isn't depressing at all. So make the best of this test. The song was originally called Good Riddance. Billy sings Time of Your Life, so the title became Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. It's obvious that the song's about someone that you can't stand and you want them out of your life. At my cousin's high school graduation, the valedictorian played this song during his speech. He must be stupid because he thinks it's about missing someone and hoping they had a fun time. If I ever have kids, they're not going to that school because it will make them dumber. This is one of my favorite songs ever. It has a few meanings to me. First and foremost, it's about splitting up with someone, but I think it can also be about celebrating someone's life, leaving a group of friends, like the transition from high school to university or college, or thinking about someone you miss. But whatever you think it means, there's no denying that it's an awesome song. It's about reflection. Those times you reminisce about your past mistakes and joys and see that it is time to move on. It's about moving on to a new chapter in your life. It has a tinge of melancholy with an underlying sweetness and optimism. It reminds me of a Nietzsche quote. I'm not sure if this is the exact quote. That was life. All right. Once more. Basically, he was dating this girl and they were pretty serious, but then she gets a wild hair to move to somewhere like Central America and study or work, so they are breaking up. He is struggling with this decision and is partially angry, hence the title, Good Riddance, but also realizes that all he can do is wish her well, let her go, without animosity, so he can look back on the memories they made together fondly, instead of with sickening anger, and just say to himself, it was worth all the while, or in other words, it wasn't wasted time. But yes, it's a breakup song, and the author has mixed feelings about the situation, and this song is his resolution declaration. The first verse is explaining metaphorically that he is at a point in his life where him and the girl has to make some serious choices. The second verse part is after the decision has been made, and he's explaining to this girl that he has no hard feelings, that they should cherish the time they had together and remember it fondly, and that she should go and follow her dreams and have the time of your life. Sometimes you just think about people and it makes you mad because you never took the time to get to know them and you let yourself drown in a world of problems and shallowness. I can be just as vapid and awful as everyone else. The difference is that I try and learn from my mistakes, and some people don't. This song is sort of like a polite kiss-off. It's not an angry breakup song, but it's like he was dating a beautiful, amazing girl, but they just stopped working out. Neither of them expected it, and things just changed. He needed to go his way, and she needed to go her way. He's telling her that, for what it's worth, it was worth the while, meaning that if she cares to hear it, she really did mean a lot to him. He wants her to know that he loves her, and always will, and he's talking to her like he'll never forget her. When he says, take the photographs, he's telling her that he doesn't want her to forget him, he just wants her to move on, and know that he's not the only person in her life that would ever love her. He wants only the best for her, and right now, that means not being with him. I think this song is about growing up and moving on. It reminds me of my first boyfriend in high school. He was so shallow, it was almost depressing. It was like you get so excited to meet someone, and then you realize, wow. He treated me like I was the ugliest girl in the world every time we hung out with other people. It got to the point where I almost started feeling sorry for him. The breakup was so tough, because I didn't want to hurt him, but I didn't have the courage to explain to him that there was a great deal more to life than the way he looked. And that is all he cared about. I did a lot of cute little things that he never understood, and it frustrated me to no end. Later on, he messages me, and I just wanted to slap him. He drove me crazy and treated me like trash, but there was something about him that was really genuine. Unfortunately, that side of him made a rare showing. I decided this would be our song at a concert. I don't think he understood why I picked it in the first place. Then again, since he was my first, whatever, I think about him every time I think about having one of my books published. Someday, when he is a fat loser with a bitch for a wife, he'll read my book and regret not being nicer to me. Lol. Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, is the most frequently misunderstood of Green Day songs. The track was written shortly after the release of Dookie in 1994, but didn't appear on an album until the band came out with their third major label release, Nimrod, in 1997. Though the song lends itself to many different interpretations, two explanations are the most prevalent. According to the first, the song was written for 924 Gilman Street in Berkeley, California, the club where the band got its start. After the mainstream success of Dookie, many of the band's original fans accused the group of selling out and turned their backs on Green Day. The band responded by writing this song in retaliation. Billy Joe Armstrong has also claimed that the song was written about an ex-girlfriend who moved to Ecuador. In interviews, he has explained that, during the experience, he tried to remain as level-headed and understanding as possible, but his best efforts quickly turned to bitterness. The song was given two titles to express these conflicting feelings. Oddly enough, despite the tune's acidic tone, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life was the #1 wedding song in 1997, the year it was released. Bye bye, see you on the next one.